Welcome to Paul TV. So this morning we are doing a bit of a review on some tea. So we're going to be looking at these Dualit Tea Capsules. So they're compatible with Dualit and Nespresso tea machines. So I quite like the idea, the convenience really of having tea in a pod, but I think it'll all come down to the taste. So this tea is an East African blended tea, so pretty sort of standard English breakfast tea. So let's go through to the kitchen and see how we make it.
Okay, so I'm going to talk you through the complicated process of making tea in an espresso machine. Now, obviously it shouldn't be that complicated, but there is a few things that the manufacturer of the tea pods recommends you to do. So I'll just talk you through some of those. First thing to do is to run some clean water through the machine, because you don't want your tea tasting the coffee. So we've done that already. Second thing then is just to perhaps warm the cup beforehand, because sometimes with the machines the water doesn't come through boiling hot, so that just makes sure that your tea is nice and warm when you come through. So next step is to get the tea pod and insert it to the machine. So let's see how we do that. Okay, so that's what the tea pods look like, and one thing you must remember to do is to take this top bit off. So remove that first of all, and then as you normally do with the machine, lift the top up, pop the pod in, close it down. I've already customised the machine to sort of give us the right amount of tea or water coming through to make the tea. Next thing is we'll press the button and let it do its business. Okay, so that's what we've ended up with. A nice full cup of tea, quite dark as you can see, and that's something to consider as well, because obviously if you have a great big mug of tea that you're making there, you might have to run a couple of pods through there to get that sort of darkness. So next will just be to add a splash of milk, and we'll pop back into the other room and give it a bit of a tasting.
Okay, I'm the tea test dummy again, so let's give it a whirl. Do you know, it's not a bad cup of tea at all actually, and what I do like is the convenience of the tea. So I might not really use it at home, but if I was in the office at work, don't want soggy tea bags everywhere, probably use a capsule.
So my verdict on the tea pods, overall reasonably impressed. You know, it makes a good cup of sort of English breakfast tea. I wouldn't say it's the strongest tea perhaps. You're limited I guess by what the machine does and the tea it produces, but overall pretty good. As I said, very convenient. I ordered these online. For 10 they were quite expensive, it worked out to be 29p each, but if you order 60 I think it was, they work out to be 20p each, so it's starting to get a little bit cheaper, and yes, very convenient. It's a good colour tea, it's a good taste, not too bad is the verdict.